صباح الخير. أنا اسمي عمر نجاتي. أنا عضو في مختبر عمران القاهرة كلاستر بالنيابة عن مختبر عمران القاهرة والجامعة الأمريكية بالقاهرة. برحب بكم جميعا ولمؤتمر مدن إبداعية إعادة صياغة وسط البلد. المؤتمر هيكون في القاعة دي النهاردة وبكرة إن شاء الله. والمؤتمر هيكون باللغة العربية والإنجليزية، فاللي يحب ترجمة فورية في سماعات بره علشان هيبقى في ناس تتكلم بالعربي وناس تتكلم بالإنجليش. Good morning, my name is Omar Nagati. I am a member of Cluster. On behalf of Cluster and the AUC in Cairo, I would like to welcome you all to the Creative City Conference, which will be taking place in this room today and tomorrow. There is an extra room, an Ewart Hall for live feed. We have over 300 registrations, so we expect some other attendance in the other room. The conference will be in Arabic and in English, so if you would like to have a headset, please make sure to pick up one at the entrance. I would like first to introduce our opening remark speakers, starting with Professor Lisa Anderson, the President of the American University in Cairo. أحب في الأول أرحب بالكلمة الافتتاحية دكتورة ليسا أندرسون رئيسة الجامعة الأمريكية. تتفضل وتلقي الكلمة الافتتاحية. ليسا.
Thank you very much. It is a real pleasure to be here and to recognize and encourage the collaboration that has developed over the last few years between the American University in Cairo and Cluster, which has the best acronym ever, the Cairo Lab for Urban Studies, Training, and Environmental Research. Several years ago, Cluster and AUC worked together on a conference called Learning from Cairo. And just next week, we will be collaborating on a project jointly with the American University in Beirut. They're coming here to Cairo to think about the roles that universities play in enhancing and sometimes inhibiting the flourishing of their own neighborhoods. Our interest at AUC in this project is completely self-interested. We are interested as intellectuals and implicated as an institution in the past, present, and future of downtown Cairo. The American University in Cairo acquired the building that we're sitting in 1919. And slowly the university grew and its footprint in downtown Cairo grew, building other of the buildings on this main part of the campus, acquiring additional property, including what is known as the Greek campus across Mohammed Mahmoud Street, as well as the building now used for continuing education programs on Falaki Street. In purely self-interested terms, the university owns some of the most valuable real estate in Cairo, which makes it some of the most valuable real estate in the world. Now that our degree programs have decamped to New Cairo, as all of you know, we have a new purpose-built campus in New Cairo that opened in 2008. What should we be doing with this property? How, as we think about the future of downtown Cairo, can AUC be a good neighbor? Who are our neighbors? Who counts? From AUC's perspective, from Cairo's perspective, what do they, whoever it is who counts, want us to be doing with these facilities? These are not easy questions for an established institution. We will be celebrating our centennial in 2019, and we are reinventing ourselves, like everyone else, for the 21st century, in a city that is itself changing very rapidly. So these questions are intellectually interesting, but they are existentially important for AUC. Who do we cater to? Obviously, one of the roles that our bookstore at the AUC Press bookstore on the corner of Sheikh Rehen would like us to do is cater to some of the international community here in Cairo. If there's an upsurge in tourists, the hotels fill, they go to the Egyptian Museum and they come to our bookstore and they buy books. That wouldn't be terrible for us. What about the local small businesses? Many of the shops in this neighborhood grew up around a student community that is now largely gone. What do we do from the perspective of enhancing and accelerating the development of small business? Is that what we want to do? What about the local residents, the people who live in downtown Cairo? What would they like to see here? What kinds of things would we be doing that would be interesting, satisfying, engaging for them? And what kind of people are they? And what kind of people are they likely to be in 10 or 15 years? What about the real estate developers, the people who are thinking in big terms about the maps of downtown Cairo and possibilities of gentrification, possibilities of new sorts of activities here? What kind of role should AUC be playing in the planning that they're doing? And how, if we should be playing a role, should we be playing it? How should that shape the way AUC sees its future? What about the arts community in downtown Cairo? There is an increasingly vibrant arts community of music and art performance and galleries and so forth. How can we extend our reach to support that community, participating and strengthening without getting in the way? And of course, there's the government. What do they envision for this area? And how can AUC play a constructive role in the re-envisioning of downtown Cairo, stripped as it may be of the ministries and government functions that have shaped the streets that surround us? Those are the kinds of questions that, from AUC's perspective, we need to be engaged in. And we need to be engaged in those debates, those questions, and so forth with you, with the kind of communities that you represent. It is a time of rapid and uncertain change, enormous opportunity for an institution like the American University in Cairo to play a constructive role, contributing to building an appealing, accessible, and vital downtown. But as with all moments of change, it is fraught with the potential for waste, for exclusion, for foregone chances. Clearly, the more we work together, the communities you represent and AUC, the more likely we are to avoid the mistakes that are avoidable and to build something worthy of this remarkable city. Once again, I thank you very much for putting this program together, and I look forward to the outcome of very fruitful discussions. Thank you.
شكرا دكتورة ليسا. Thank you, Lisa.